Why so many people are rethinking their food. Curious about eating more plant-based but not sure where to start? The Pre-Vegan Path introduces a pressure-free way to explore better health, sustainability, and compassion through small, practical food choices that can improve your life one step at a time. If you've ever found yourself curious about eating more plant-based foods, you're not alone. Across the world, millions of people are starting to ask a simple question. What if the way I eat could make my life better? Better energy, better health, a lighter environmental footprint, a more compassionate relationship with animals. But for many people, the word vegan can feel intimidating. It can sound like a massive lifestyle change, something you either are or you're not. And that all or nothing thinking stops a lot of people before they even begin. That is exactly why we created the idea of being pre-vegan. Pre-vegan simply means you're exploring. You're curious, you're open to learning about plant-based living without pressure, without judgment, and without needing to be perfect. And in many ways, that is where every vegan journey begins, with curiosity. Let me give you a quick example. Imagine someone named Marcus. Marcus is not vegan. He enjoys burgers, pizzas, and foods he grew up with. But one day his doctor tells him his cholesterol is creeping up. Nothing alarming yet, but something to pay attention to. Around the same time, Marcus watches a documentary about food and health. Then a friend introduces him to a really good plant-based burger. Not a lecture, just a burger. Marcus tries it, and he realizes something interesting. It actually tastes good. So the next week, he swaps out one meal. Just one. Instead of beef, he tries a plant-based option. No announcement, no big commitment, just curiosity. That is how many journeys begin. Not with perfection, but with one small step. Today, there are millions of people like Marcus. Some are exploring plant-based eating for health. Others are thinking about the environmental impact of food production. Some people begin learning about animal agriculture and realize they want their choices to align more closely with their values. And for many people, it is a combination of all three: health, sustainability, compassion. But here's the most important thing to understand. You don't need to change everything overnight. In fact, the most sustainable lifestyle changes rarely happen that way. They happen gradually. They happen through experimentation. They happen through curiosity. Instead of asking, can I become vegan tomorrow? A better question might be, what is one small improvement I can make this week? Maybe that means trying a plant-based breakfast. Maybe it means replacing dairy milk with oat milk or almond milk. Maybe it means exploring a new restaurant that serves plant-based food. Each of those steps move you forward. And a beautiful thing is that the plant-based world today looks very different than it did even 10 years ago. Restaurants now offer incredible vegan options. Grocery stores carry dozens of plant-based products. Chefs around the world are reinventing traditional dishes in creative, flavorful ways. The movement has grown because more people are becoming curious. People just like you. And that curiosity is powerful. Because every time someone begins asking questions about their food, something important happens. They start becoming more aware, more intentional, more connected to the impact of their choices. And that awareness often leads to something surprising. People begin to feel better. They discover new foods they love. They find community. They feel like their daily habits are aligning more closely with the kind of world they want to live in. Over the next sections, we'll explore simple ways to begin integrating more plant-based living into your life. We'll talk about easy food swaps. We'll talk about how plant-based eating can affect your energy and health. We'll talk about how to navigate restaurants, travel, and social situations. And we'll explore how small food choices can connect to something much bigger than a single meal. But for today, here's a simple action step. Take a moment to ask yourself this question. Why am I curious about plant-based living? Is it health? Is it the environment? Is it compassion for animals? Or maybe it's simply curiosity. There is no wrong reason to explore. And whenever you're on that journey, you're welcome here. This is Vegans Explore, and this is the beginning of the Pre-Vegans Path.